Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Mysterium Kids. It's ages 6 and up, 2 to 6 players, and according to the box, it takes 21 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to collect stars by collecting treasure. On each round, one person is going to get to be the ghost who is giving a clue on this tambourine to the other players about which room in the house they should be looking for treasure. So, to start a round, one person, you put out 5 cards from the deck on the house, and you're going to start with the cloudy skies side. There's a stormy side to the board where you can flip it over, and you just have to guess a few more cards. It's a little bit trickier, but for this, we're going to start with the easier side. You just have one card you're going to have to guess for this first round. So whoever is, usually have the youngest player go first, or just pick whatever your group wants. And the ghost is going to look, and they're going to pick one of these cards at random, one of the tiles. So we'll say they go ahead and they see that they have 3, which is the rocket ship blasting off. They don't show anybody else that they collected that. And that's what they picked. And then they have everyone close their eyes, and the ghost player is going to say boo to announce the beginning of the clue. Then you use the tambourine to make noises. You can do whatever you want to make noises. It doesn't just have to be banging. It can be scratching on it. Like if you were the match, you could go, and maybe that sounds like a match being struck. But for rocket, you'd go, and maybe, oh, it's blasting off. You can tell it's supposed to be a really loud thing. So when you're done giving your clue, you say boo to announce the end of the clues, and the other players can open their eyes. And now the ghost can't say anything or give any other clues. The other players just to discuss the sound that they made, and then they have to pick a number that they think it is. So if they think it's number 3, yay, they got it right. You pick one of the treasure tiles and put it beside the board, and then regardless of whether or not you get the clue right, the moon goes on to the next spot. There's only going to be 6 rounds of play. You take all of the cards off, and then you're going to put them over here in the discard pile, put out 5 new cards, and then you pass the tokens for the ghost and the tambourine to the player to the left. They go ahead and pick one at random, and they have to try to do a slingshot sound, which seems really tricky. It also can be tricky sometimes to differentiate between dominoes falling, popcorn falling in a bowl. It can be quite tricky at times. So if, let's say, they don't show anybody this, you do the same thing, everybody closes their eyes, boo, and they try, they do, I don't know, like a big sound for that, and then they say boo when they're done, and we'll say people don't get it this time, and they guess, oh, is it 2? They're wrong. There's no penalty, you just don't get to collect treasure. Pass these on. This moves over here, and you put out 5 new cards. Some of the treasure, if you're very lucky, you can draw one, and then another turn get another tile that gives you a bonus star. And then you just keep on going until the final round. The only thing you have to do for the final round with 2 clues is the ghost has to, whoever's the ghost for that round picks 2 numbers, so a 1 and a 4, and they'd have to not show these to people. And if there's 2, this happens a lot on the other side. You do the clues one after another. Boo, you do 1 clue, the chalkboard, then you wait, then you slam the door, and that's it. So then everybody opens their eyes and they guess the clues one after another. And if they're right, they get 1 treasure for each clue they got right. And if they got both right, we'll say they did, then there's a nice chart at the end of the game where they show you how you did. If you get, they say nice things no matter what. So you did okay. If you get like 7 or 8, that's pretty fantastic. There's higher score potential for the Stormy Night side because you have more cards that you can guess, and you get to put in, there's a few of the treasure tiles that have a little stormy icon. You take those out if it's not the Stormy Night, and if you're playing Stormy Night, you add them in, and you just have a few more treasures you can earn. There's a few more cards you have to guess, but the basic gameplay remains the same. So that's how to play Mysterium Kids. The target demographic for this game is gamer kids. Children of people who play a lot of board games are the most likely to rent out and play this game, although it does have a pretty universal appeal among children. So if you got this for a gift for another child, pretty much any child should enjoy a game with a drum and secret clue giving, and a ghost. The rule complexity is easy. It's very intuitive to just pick it up and play and start going right away, which is fabulous. How competitive is this game? It is cooperative, but that does not mean that it's just easy fun times when you play. There are certain expectations of doing well as a team, and so we do run into conflict when we play this game with multiple children sometimes because they have strong feelings about better ways people could have given clues. They have strong feelings about not as good of guesses and how you got the wrong answer because of somebody else's guess. So it can be good to build a team building, like a team environment, but depending on the kids you play with, it can almost be more high pressure because you really want to do well so that they will be happy and enjoy the board game. The replay value is medium. It's one of those games where I feel like you get it out certain times of the year and then you play it a bunch, but then it's a little bit high energy to play because you're very active the whole time, thinking of what you're supposed to do. It's not as much of a, oh, we have 10 minutes before bedtime, I guess we'll play this relaxing game. It is nice because it's fun and there's some challenging aspect to coming up with good clues and guessing, but it just seems like you're putting a bit of effort in, which is fun, but it can be a bit. Similar games, if you like this one, Similo, there are a bunch of different decks, but it's a guess, work together, cooperative, guess the secret card game. And then 5 Minute Mystery is a timed game on which you're have a decoder and you're trying to guess your secret suspect, and it's very fun. But we have been enjoying Mysterium Kids quite a bit, and the drum aspect has actually been really fun, and it is held up. Which is impressive because we've put it through its paces. So you should check it out. So thanks you so much, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.